26, he's not 27 yet, so he's got a lot of time to improve that. And when he does, and he continues to produce or to come up with goals with the way he has, by the end of his career, we could see Haaland with 2, maybe 3 Ballon d'Ors. Erling Haaland. Let's see what Erling Haaland has been able to do so far this season. We've not made a video on Haaland for some time. Without wasting any more time, guys, let's get straight into it. And the thing with Haaland, you know, we gave Haaland a lot of praise last year. When he didn't win the Ballon d'Or, I made like 3-4 videos in a row just talking about it. People in the comments started telling me to stop crying, to stop sulking about Haaland not winning the Ballon d'Or. And this year, with Messi out of the picture, it is really any man's land. It is really any man's land, and I think that Haaland is definitely one of the front runners. I would have said Mbappe as well if Mbappe had gone to Real Madrid. But once again, look at the athleticism. Just look at the sheer athleticism. I've said this about Haaland since he was at Dortmund. Look at the way this ball is played in. Wait, not this one. It's this pass. Look at the way the ball is played in, and just look at the way Haaland quickly changes position, changes momentum to strike the ball towards goal. This guy is something else. You've got this 6'3", 6'4" striker who is one of the fastest players in the world, but he can also change positions and do stuff like this. That's a great save. Imagine if this went in. Anyways, but as I was saying, it's really no man's land, and Haaland is definitely one of the front runners to win the Ballon d'Or this year. All the guys that have been close, like an Mbappe, a Haaland, a Kevin De Bruyne, all these players should really be looking at that Ballon d'Or trophy, rubbing their hands and licking their lips. Not that the Ballon d'Or trophy is the be-all and end-all of football. In my opinion, trying to win something with your team is more important, but it is definitely something nice, a reward for your hard work throughout the year, over the years, to become a professional football player, to be rewarded with a Ballon d'Or. And again, last year I thought that Haaland had the a prime opportunity to do so. This year, he already has 14 goals in the Premier League. I think he had 14 goals way earlier last year. I think by this time last year, he had around 20. So, 14 goals. He's still the top scorer of the league, tied with Mohamed Salah. So, I still believe that Haaland can go on and definitely do something special this season. It's just that this year, his efforts, if they can be anything close to what they were last year, could definitely win him the most coveted individual trophy in football, the Ballon d'Or. Because as we're saying in these clips, like, in my opinion, when I watch Haaland, something I automatically see from last year to this year is his composure. Playing with the City team, playing under this Pep, again, you've got this pass to prove it. Playing under this Pep system, old Haaland would have gotten the ball and just ran through these defenders. Whether it was a goal or not, it would depend, but he would get the ball, look at the goal, and straight away run through these defenders. This Haaland is different. This Haaland has the intelligence, the ability to slow his game down, allow for, I think this is Alvarez. Alvarez is making a run, and he lays the ball off to Alvarez. Now, Alvarez, of course, took a bad shot there, but the composure, that's definitely one thing that I've seen in Haaland's game this year. He's just improved tremendously when it comes to his build-up play, and that was one of the main criticisms for him last year. Yes, he was banging in a lot of goals. Yes, he was a top scorer in the Premier League in Europe, but of course, you also need, or at least a criticism that you could make about his game was that it wasn't complete in terms of the build-up phase. And Haaland's he's not even 26, he's not 27 yet, so he's got a lot of time to improve that. And when he does, and he continues to produce or to come up with goals with the way he has, by the end of his career, we could see Haaland with 2, maybe 3 Ballon d'Ors. Again, Ballon d'Ors aren't the be-all and end-all of football. Of course, we know that. There are many other ways to judge a player, to rank a player, to evaluate a player, but it's definitely something nice when you're a football player and you get rewarded with a Ballon d'Or. And again, Ronaldo and Messi are out of the picture, Neymar is out of the picture. There's no one really to stop Haaland. The only other 2 players, as I said, were, at least for the last few years, who've been consistent in that top 5, top 3 ranking have been Kevin De Bruyne and Mbappe. I still think that Mbappe has a chance, especially with the Euros coming up. If Mbappe can stay consistent for PSG, take them far in the Champions League, and then perform well because the league no one cares about, and then perform well in the Euros, he could definitely win it. But Haaland he's definitely going to be Man City are definitely going to have an integral part in the Premier League race. They are 5 points behind Liverpool at the time of this recording, but if they win the game in hand, there's only a 2-point gap. And with Man City on Liverpool's heels, we've seen what can happen before, even last year against Arsenal. So Haaland can definitely have an opportunity there to win the Premier League. Then you also have the Champions League, where City are always definitely 100%, in my opinion, and if nothing changes really, go far in the Champions League. They've got the squad to do so, they've got the experience now, they've got the manager to do so. So yeah, I'm just really hoping for the best of Haaland. We've been fans of Haaland in this channel for some time now, and you see things like this. You see this finish, first time finish. This was this season, first time finish, top bins. It's like, this guy is something else when it comes to playing inside the box. Look at this overhead kick. As I said, his instinct, his athleticism. This guy is just the perfect striker. Last season, on the PC Footy podcast, we were talking about the best strikers of all time in the Premier League, and I said top 5, and I put Haaland in there, and people laughed at me, and it was like, yeah, I understand why you would laugh now. It may be a bit too soon, but I genuinely believe that when it's all said and done, Haaland will be in the top 5 greatest Premier League strikers of all time, because everything, if he says at City for another 2 to 3 years, definitely, everything combined for Haaland is like, he's just a robot type striker, like a striker that was made in the lab to destroy everyone. He's tall, he's fast, his physical attributes are in the locker. Then you see his instincts inside the box are pretty much perfect, and then you see his build-up play is improving with arguably the greatest manager of all time in Pep Guardiola. Like, Haaland has a insane future ahead of him, and I wish him nothing but the best. What can I say really when it comes to that? You see how this is, again, a first time finish. You'll see so many of these with Haaland. You'll of course see some acrobatic goals like this where he displays a great feat of athleticism, but for the most part, Haaland is a very, very simple player when it comes to inside the box, and that's what makes him so effective. The fact that he is just at the right place at the right time, and that is something that young strikers usually tend to struggle with, but not with Haaland. Again, this finish, he missed there, but the point still stands. He's very composed, very elegant inside the box. He's got a soft touch when he needs to. He can rocket it from outside the box if he needs to. He's just a complete striker when it comes to scoring goals. Look at that touch. Gives the defender out of the way, and that's a great save from Alisson. Yeah, I've just been talking about Haaland for 8 minutes straight, and I take nothing back of what I said. This guy is just absolutely phenomenal. If this is the keeper on, top bins. Again, right place, right time. He's got the advantage that he's a bit taller. He makes the most out of it. This was definitely one of my favorite goals from last season against Dortmund. Look at the flying ball. He's about to lose it, but he just reaches out. He just stretches everything completely off the ground, and just guides that ball to where it needs to go. If you could ask any manager to build a striker from scratch, they would build Erling Haaland. He's the complete striker. He's just amazing. Truly something else. But anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching the video until the end. You're much appreciated. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, share. Do all those things to please help me grow this channel. And as per usual, guys, I'll see you soon.